That's more like it. If you just paid up earlier, this would have been over. You really had to make me lie here and suffer. I looked at her. My voice wasn't loud, but it was loud enough for everyone there to hear. Move the excavator out, take the pipes back to the factory, work stops today, everyone pull out. Old Zhang froze for a second, thinking he'd heard me wrong. Boss Chen, we've already dug half the trench, are we really pulling out? I didn't waste another word. I turned around and walked straight to my car. The excavator rumbled as it backed up, and the crew started scrambling to pack up their tools. Now it was the Zhao couple's turn to be stunned. Old Zhao hurried forward a few steps and shouted at my back. Hey Xiao Chen, why are you young people so hot-headed? We can still talk about the price. 140 grand works too. I didn't look back. I opened the car door, got in, hit the gas, and left the site. Zhao Jinfeng climbed out of the muddy trench, patted the mud off herself, and laughed while pointing at my taillights. That afternoon, Zhao Jinfeng moved her wicker chair under the big banyan tree at the village entrance. She set a plate of sunflower seeds in front of her and told everyone passing by about her glorious victory. See that? So what if he went to college? So what if he runs a big factory? In the end, he still has to listen to me, Zhao Jinfeng. If Chen Yuan wants to pass in front of my house, without my say-so, he won't get a single drop of water. Village Chief Uncle Wang rushed into my office and pushed the door open without even knocking. Chen Yuan, you've lost your mind. Every day the project stops costs money. Why are you picking a fight with that shrew? Uncle Wang was so anxious he kept slapping his thigh. The whole village is counting on this water. How about the village committee talks to the Zhao family and negotiates the price? I poured Uncle Wang a glass of water and spread a new terrain map across the desk. Uncle Wang, what she's doing is straight up extortion. The money needs to go where it actually matters. I drew a line on the map with a red pen, bypassing the village's main road. If I give her 150 grand today, tomorrow she'll lie down in front of my factory and ask for 300 grand. Uncle Wang leaned in to look at the map and sucked in a cold breath. You're going through the abandoned riverbed west of the village? That's over 300 extra meters, and the terrain there is higher, so you'll need to build another booster pump room. How much more will that cost? 250 grand. I calmly gave him the number. Uncle Wang's eyes went wide and he could barely hold his teacup steady. Are you crazy? You'd rather spend 250 grand taking a detour than give the Zhao family 150 grand? Yes. I looked at the red line on the map and my gaze turned cold. I'd rather pour that money into cement and steel pipes than give 1 cent to someone trying to blackmail me. At dusk, a brand new white sedan drove into the village and stopped in front of the Zhao house. Zhao Liang got out of the driver's seat and eagerly opened the passenger door. A young woman in a floral dress and high heels stepped out, covering her nose. This was Zhao Liang's fiancé, Wang Jiaojiao, who ran a supermarket in the county town. Liangzi, the roads in your village are way too rough. It's all mud. Wang Jiaojiao shook off her heel with a disgusted look. Zhao Jinfeng had already rushed over, grabbed her hand and smiled until her whole face wrinkled. Zhao, you're here. Oh my, that dress is beautiful. So what if the road is bad? We're about to have money, that 150 grand is coming any minute. Wang Jiaojiao's eyes lit up and her tone instantly turned sweet. Really, auntie? Then for our engagement banquet, we have to hire chefs from the city. I want to look good in front of the whole village. Zhao Jinfeng patted her chest and promised, leave it to mom. I've got that boss Chen Yuan completely under control. Tomorrow, he'll come begging me with the money. Late that night, after the whole village had gone to sleep, I took the survey team with flashlights to the riverbank west of the village, stumbling through the uneven ground. The night wind was cold, but my mind was sharper than ever. Early the next morning, I drove to town to handle the land rental paperwork. Just as I reached the village entrance, Zhao Jinfeng spread her arms and blocked my car. Chen Yuan finally thought it through. Did you bring the money? I rolled down the window and looked at her coldly. Move. Zhao Jinfeng put her hands on her hips. Oh, still pretending in front of your auntie? Your crew loses 2,000 a day when work stops, right? Well, I'm telling you, the price went up today. 160 grand. Not a penny less, or you won't move an inch of dirt. I didn't want to waste another word. I shifted into reverse, turned the wheel, and the car brushed past Zhao Jinfeng's clothes before driving off. She stomped her feet in rage, still cursing under her breath. When I got to town, I went straight to the relevant office. The riverbank west of the village was collective wasteland, overgrown with weeds all year round, and nobody wanted to develop it. I paid the rent at the highest rate and made sure every step of the paperwork was airtight. By the time I came back from town, it was already 2 in the afternoon. As soon as I parked at the factory gate, I saw old Zhao squatting beside the security booth. When he saw me return, he came over rubbing his hands. Xiao Chen, you're back. Have you eaten? The smile on his face was even faker than yesterday, his crow's feet all squeezed together. I looked at him calmly. Uncle Zhao, what is it? Old Zhao moved a little closer, lowered his voice, and spoke like he was doing it all for my own good. Uncle knows you young people care about saving face. Jinfeng's temper is a little strong, and I gave her a good scolding last night. We're all from the same village. It's not good to make things ugly. He sighed as if he had made a huge concession. How about this? Uncle will make the call. 130 grand. Transfer the money to Liangzi's card, and tomorrow I'll personally drag Jinfeng back inside. We won't delay your pipe work. Looking at that face of his, I suddenly found it kind of funny. Did this family really think the whole world revolved around them? Uncle Zhao, your family's ancestral well has such good feng shui, and you're willing to sell it for just 130 grand? I asked with a faint smile. Old Zhao's face stiffened, and he coughed twice to hide his embarrassment. Isn't this because you're doing something good for the village? If Uncle has to take a little loss, so be it. No need. Uncle Zhao, your family's feng shui is too valuable. I, Chen Yuan, can't afford it. You'd better keep it and pass it down to Zhao Liang. After saying that, I turned and walked through the factory gate. I told security that from now on, no outsiders were allowed to linger at the entrance. Outside the gate, old Zhao's face instantly turned livid. Pointing at my back through gritted teeth, he said, Chen Yuan, don't refuse the easy way and force the hard way. I'd like to see how you make those pipes fly through the sky. Meanwhile, the Zhao family courtyard was buzzing with excitement. Wang Zhaozhao sat in a grand chair in the middle of the yard, holding a small notebook and planning the details of the engagement banquet. Auntie, the seafood has to be live, brought from the county town in a refrigerated truck. And we can't use those red plastic stools from the village. The tables and chairs have to be rented from a hotel, the kind with chair covers. Zhao Jinfeng nodded again and again, grinning from ear to ear. No problem, Zhao Zhao. Whatever you say, our family is about to get 130 grand. This little bit of money is nothing. Xiao Liang peeled an orange for Wang Zhaozhao with a big smile on his face. Zhao Zhao, don't worry. Once my mom steps in, would Chen Yuan dare say a word? Just then, the roar of heavy machinery came from the village entrance again. Zhao Jinfeng's ears perked up. She immediately threw down the rag in her hand and slapped her thigh excitedly. Listen, listen, the excavator is back. She looked at Wang Zhaozhao smugly. Zhao Zhao, see? Mom was right. That kid Chen Yuan couldn't hold out anymore. He's coming to hand us the money. Zhao Liang also stood up excitedly. Mom, let's go. If we don't see the money today, we won't let him start work. The family of three, plus Wang Zhaozhao, rushed out of the yard in a grand procession. Zhao Jinfeng even took out her phone ahead of time. But when they reached the village's main road, they realized the excavator wasn't heading toward their house. The construction convoy turned at the fork by the village entrance and drove straight toward the abandoned riverbank west of the village. Zhao Jinfeng froze in place and the smile on her face instantly hardened. What's going on? Did they go the wrong way? She grabbed a passing villager. Old Li, why is Chen Yuan's excavator heading west? Old Li looked at her like she was an idiot and gave a cold laugh. Boss Chen redid the route. He'd rather spend over 200 grand going around your house than put up with your nonsense. Zhao Jinfeng's head buzzed and her phone dropped to the ground. Impossible. Has Chen Yuan lost his mind? Spending over 200 grand just to take a detour? Zhao Jinfeng screamed like a cat whose tail had been stepped on and ran like crazy toward the western riverbank. Zhao Liang and old Zhao panicked too and quickly followed behind her. Wang Zhaozhao couldn't run fast in high heels and shouted from behind, panting, Liangzi, what exactly is going on? Are we still getting that 130 grand or not? By the time Zhao Jinfeng reached the riverbank, the excavator bucket had already dug deep into the wasteland.